Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Omar, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact, and it is very rare that we start off any video in Genshin in the nighttime. Usually it's very, very bright out. Hello Coca, how are you doing? We're gonna do our little commissions. We're gonna start off this video by doing our little commissions because it's what gets us a nice little key. You know, it's what gets us a little key. We love a little key sometimes. And also, like, you know, we're just warming up, do a few commissions. Today we're going to be doing Zhongli's story quest. His story quest, I believe, is one of the last story quests we have to do before we're heading on to Inazuma. And I'm actually very excited to go to a new place, but also, like, there's also a feeling of this is like my home. Like, I feel like Mondstadt is like my home, and Liyue was like my place of business almost. You know what I mean? Like my job. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? So, like, it does feel weird having to leave here at all. If I'm being honest with you guys, because it's just like when we first came to Liyue, it was like 30 episodes ago, just above 30 episodes ago, and it's so crazy that like you can get so many hours out of this. I would say we got like at the very least we got 50 plus, no, like, Jesus Christ, 70 hours out of it, maybe even more, 80 hours out of how amazing Liyue was. And there's so much to do. There's so much to do in Liyue. And that's a good thing.
Let me weave you a verse.
And I'm very happy that I got to spend so much time here. It's just a really nice place. It's a really nice place with some amazing characters, and that's what makes me so excited to go to a completely new place, because this place has such a personality that it's like, what's gonna happen in this new area? You know what I mean? So this is another Lost Relic thing. We have to randomize our freaking... I keep forgetting to do it. Would you believe that, like, every day I'm like, I'll do it today, and then I go do something else? Like, I usually just collect flowers. That's like the main thing I want to do, because right now I feel like we are not in the space for grinding yet. I don't know, you guys might be able to tell me better than that if I'm in the space for grinding. Because everyone is like level 70 with like weapons at like levels, like her weapon's level 70, his weapon's level 60, you know what I mean? Like these weapons can easily be leveled up. Like I feel like these characters are doing, like level 70 weapon, like they're doing more than good. You know? I feel like we don't really need to grind for stuff just yet again. Yeah, we're gonna do this little mission again. But also, we can also pivot if we talk to you guys. Like, the thing is, I'm going to be doing the Zhongli quest today. I don't know if we have time or if we will have time. I hopefully we will to do the second one. If we don't, we'll do it in the next episode anyway. And that'll be fine. So this mission's really funny because like this girl just wants us to find a relic every single day. Someone asked that question in the comment section yesterday. It was actually a very, very nice question, which was, how are you feeling about this? How is I hope that it's not, the grind isn't too bad, and I hope that you're still feeling good about this game. And I would say that, like, one thing that has happened with the Liyue arc, and it came at the right time, is that we're at a stage now where, like, the rose-tinted, oh my god, what's around every corner, isn't there as much as it was because we're not exploring as much, right? Now, there still was a thing where we were like, when we do like story missions, we're like, what's going to happen next with the story? But I feel like we've explored quite a bit of this map, quite a bit of this world. So it got to like, now I'm kind of in this place where we're not really finding new ruins as much. So we are kind of like in a state where like, okay, we're ready to kind of like move on a bit when it comes to locational stuff. But at the same time, I also love the fact that we're so comfortable with Liyue now. You know what I mean? It's like actually a nice feeling to have a place where when I started off, there was like stepping up here was a scary thing. Going to Wangshuin was a scary thing. Now it's like, oh, that's Wangshuin. You know, that's the bridge to that area. That's the, you know, that's Dragon Spine, all these things. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. And of course, like, we still had that kind of, like, wide-eye moment when it came to the chasm and stuff like this. And when it comes to stories, when it comes to characters, when it comes to leveling up characters, when it comes to, like, fun story missions and fun side quests and Archon quests in Liyue. But I think I'm at a stage where, like, I feel like I am ready in terms of locations to, like, see a whole new location. I'm totally ready. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I'm also in this, like, I know, it's weird because this game is fantastic because I'm also in a state where, like, last episode with Albedo, we discovered, we unlocked this quest. We unlocked this area in this game that we already had, how do I say it? We unlocked this area, this location in a game that I knew about from a while back but didn't know how to get into it. And then we eventually got into it and it's like, oh my god, that's so cool. That was a story quest all along. And we still have, like, cool dungeons, cool trials we're doing, so there's a lot of new stuff. But I am just, like, kind of excited to, like, see a new area. But I'm also, like, in this state where I'm like, I could stay in Liyue for another 10 years. Like, you know? Like I said, this feels like Liyue feels like it's my place of, like, worship, my place of work, even. While Mondstadt feels like my home. But one of the things I think, like, you know, just to make it clear, although it's like, yeah, there's no, like, oh, what's around this corner, you know, with a lot of parts that we go to Liyue now. There is probably stuff, there's stuff we haven't explored, but, like, in terms of the place we go to now for doing missions. What does happen, though, still in this game, which is crazy, is no matter how much I've played this game, no matter how many times I go to a certain location, there is still so, like, the visuals in this game still look, like, look, we've been here before, but we still look at this and it's amazing. It's so gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's so nice. Also, we pulled a Chi-Chi. Did you guys pull a Chi-Chi? I don't think so. Maybe you did, actually. On my Patreon, that's usually where people get, like, a little bit of insight, I think, into the series beyond what like I say in this episode and stuff like that. Like, you get the behind the scenes stuff, like what's happening with characters behind the scenes. There's a weekly update where I talk about, like, oh, this is what's happening with this playthrough, and this is what's happening with Genshin. This is where I feel we're going to be in a few weeks and all this stuff. But one of the things I tend to do whenever I get, like, a new character, I will, like, allow people to guess who it is, and I will say that the people in the comment section in that Patreon have guessed 100% right what I got. Now, they had a few guesses. I think they wanted me to get Linny, which, yes, I did want to get Linny. But also there's like, there was one person who was just like, he got a Chi-Chi, didn't he? He pulled a Chi-Chi. Well, they're practicing fighting techniques? That's really cool. But yeah, like, I have no problem saying it, guys. Like, you know, like, because it's the truth. The Patreon is the reason I can place. I was able to add an extra episode of Genshin because I had time to do it. You know what I mean? It gives me time to do this stuff. You know, I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, you know, that this series is fan supported, and I thank you all so much for that. Also, Xing Shu, like, is actually really freaking good. Actually, Jean could just, like, wreck this guy. Oh, both of them at the same time. Didn't even intend to do that. But it's nice that we did. Oh, come over here, guys. Why? What? I'm just a pretty lady. Come over here. Why you out? Not much of a DPS character, is she? But, like... Oh. Oh! You got the shaman as soon as he comes in. Oh, perfect. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the shaman first. Because, like, they usually do, like, add some stuff to the field that, like, makes battle a little bit more difficult.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
There we go. And then we have Sabotage the Slime Balloon, which isn't it so funny how Sabotage the Slime Balloon went from being, like, one of my least favorite missions just because we sucked at it so bad to being, like... By the way, Lingu Pass is beautiful too. Look at this. We still haven't figured out the full mystery of this place either. But this whole place is gorgeous. They've done such a fantastic job with this game. Everything's so pretty. But yeah, if you ever do consider going over to Patreon, the link is always in the description below. You can always also do Roma reacts and things like that. Again, I'm not ashamed to plug something that's my livelihood, you know? Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. Wow. Oh, wrong button. So, what's hard about this sometimes is that the water gets too deep, so really we have to use, like, our archer class for a bit, which is fine because, like, this weapon is actually really good and it does, like, a lot of crit damage for, oh, here we go, and then we can do stuff like this then, if you want to transition. Yeah, like, it's actually not that difficult, but, like, honestly, Eula, someone pointed out that Eula was doing, like, a crazy amount of damage in one of the previous episodes that I just released. In fact, the first episode, the Xiao story episode, and said that Calvin probably doesn't even notice. I was like, yeah, I don't. I don't. And that's not because, like, I hate, like, I'm like, oh, I don't care about doing that. Because, like, obviously, I care less than other people about doing, like, crazy amounts of damage. And I think you guys know that. Like, I play games and, like, choose characters because they're fun to use and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with liking the idea of, like, min-maxing and things like that as well. Nothing wrong whatsoever. But I think, like, do you want to stop? Thank you. Stop. This is like, yeah, Eula would destroy this way quicker, I think.
By royal decree.
Yeah, no, you guys can stop that, thank you. But like, I'm proud that like the characters are getting good, but like again, this is like something that I'm not gonna ever take credit for. Because whilst, yes, I have chosen the characters and chosen builds, there's also like a mass amount of people like you guys who are like helping me out with this stuff. All the time, you know, hey, Calvin, maybe don't use that one or this one. Oh, sorry, I'm lamenting in public. Ooh, embarrassing. And that means the world to me. Remember our commissions used to take us like 30 minutes and now we're like done in like 12?
Thank you for
Thank you so much. Nice stuff as well. And then we'll also do our expeditions as well. Thank you so much. I'll claim all. Set you out again. And there we go. So you see here in the menu, I think we have unlocked another key. Which means we can do this one as well. Oh, we need to unlock it, we need to like do this one first. There's also Ganyu who we have to do. Hu Tao, is that another one that we have to... You guys can probably let me know which ones we actually have to do. Before we go to Inazuma. Because I know we're doing Zhongli's. I think Ganyu... Do we have to do Ganyu? No, the thing is we don't have to do them. We can always go back and do them later. Kazuha, that seems like a different... Yeah, these all seem like later on, for sure. Like, these are all later on characters, I think, for sure. Like, Yanyun, is that someone who, like, why is that? Yeah, we can unlock her right now, actually. So is that someone that you can do right now? Is that... Oh, this is a beautiful-looking character. What's her name? Navia? Yeah. Linny. Yeah, these are all characters I think will come later with story quests as well, because look at this. Yeah, there's different chapters and different things like that. Ganyu can be unlocked. So I think if they can be unlocked, we can do them. Right? I saw someone mention Hu Tao. Yeah. So yeah, again, we're not going to force her, so we're not going to rush to go to Inazuma. We're going to do the story quest that I want to do before we go. And we're going to do all those little tiny quests before we go. Because I feel like that's the best way of looking at this. Because we don't want to... I'm not going to rush it. There's no way I'm going to rush it. Baiju as well. But we haven't even done Langaneria chapter, so... I don't think we've done these either, have we? Sene Corners. Yeah, I don't know if we've done these. Oh no, that's not what the that's not prerequisite. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but we can do these characters if we choose to as well. But what I might do is like say like we can always go back and do Hu-Tao, but like we'll see how everything goes. I'm not gonna rush anything at all. Let's go do this quest. Shadow of Yore. So this makes perfect sense. What the hell? Okay. Go to the Pearl Gallery. Fair enough. Oh, we can actually get on the boat. I guess we go over here to do that? Yeah, I just want you guys to know I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to rush it because this is a game that like I feel like is best played by taking your time. And Ganyu is a character that's from this area as well. I'd love to learn more about her. Really as well, I would feel like really kind of bad not having a good interpretation of all the characters and all the world, because I feel like you get to know the world better through like talking to characters, through learning about their story, and they teach you about the world a little bit better. I guess we can try go over here, but I think that this might be bordered off a bit. Yeah. Here we go. We're going up here. We're having a good time. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's having a really good time. Yep. And I made the mistake before of being like, you know, we're going to Liyue this time. We're going to Liyue this time, and then we don't actually get to Liyue. And I don't ever do that because I feel like then that's like, you know, there's an expectation. And if I did in the previous episode say, hey, we're going to Inazuma and like next week or whatever, right away, we're going there when we get there. But it's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon. It's this boat, right? I think that's what they were aiming at, right? Yeah, man, we wanted to get... I can see Zhongli right there. I wanted to be on this boat since I was a kid. Since I was a wee boy, I wanted to be on this boat. And now here I am. Oh, nice. And a luxurious chest as well.
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
Yeah, it's not our concern. We don't have to worry about these dogs. Spider Zhao. How you seem a bit out of place. Who invited you? Wait, what? You're brought aboard the Pearl Gallery. Okay. I'm just here to have a look. Well, you're no different from any other guests in that sense. Everyone comes here just to have a look. Then they like what they see and they stay a little longer. Before you know it, they can't drag themselves away. Nevertheless, despite the impromptu means by which you arrived here, you're an esteemed guest from afar, and we welcome you as any other. It would simply be bad manners to show you the door after you've only just arrived. But we can't let you break the rule, okay? Otherwise, I'm the one who will you'll have to answer to. I'm the one who'll have to answer to the boss. Simple, straightforward rule. Guests are only allowed to be here by invitation. Most who sneak in, despite knowing the rules, are pretty criminals and dubious intentions. Don't fret. I'm well aware you snuck in by accident. Blissfully unaware of the rule. You are no criminal. All the guests here you see here are by invitation by the boss's rule. They have a right to invite other guests too. So if you're planning on dropping in more often, your best bet will be to mingle with the guests and see if you can talk with them to give you an invitation later. Challenge accepted. A smooth operator. I like your style. Okay, I'll be waiting here. So we're gonna have to talk to Zhongli. Zhongli, it's me. Hello. How are you? It's that friend that won't leave you alone.
I didn't think I would see you here.
Oh, he stood up. He's shot up.
Are these two your friends?
Oh, Weina.
Yes.
We remember her, right?
We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago.
Oh, it's the book guy.
They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around.
Oh, thank you.
Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
You'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views.
No one knows better than him.
We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree.
His voice is still so good.
Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value.
There you go.
Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand,
That's so
lacks
funny.
any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
It's so funny that, like, of course he can't just come out and say, like, I'm Rex Lapis, dudes, you know?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Oh my god, he's like, hey, shut up.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
No one knows better than
I
him.
know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Sometimes it's fun to just talk about good stuff.
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
Oh,
Yeah, it is like, he's doing a very good job of telling it from a perspective that's not him, but it is about him.
I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Of course.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Oh,
Yeah, so
it's
like,
no
I think
problem at
maybe
all.
she's catching on a bit.
But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Who, me?
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
Is she catching on a little bit? Or does she just want to talk about something else, I wonder? So here we go, Sal Terrae, the Act 1 mission for Zhongli. So we'll be able to act, like, honestly, that's what's good, like, and I think that's the plan. In terms of story quests. We're going to do Zhongli's and Ganyu's, I think, and then you guys can tell me about Hu Tao and... Is this, and you guys can let me know about this character as well, because it seems like the ones we can do, we should do, right? Because that just makes sense. Like, they wouldn't let you have them unless, it would be spoilers, right, I guess? But then again, I could be completely wrong about that. Yeah. Yeah. I just can't get over how good, first of all, this is an amazing design. We know this is an amazing design, but look at this. Navia is fantastic. Navia is fantastic. Let's go.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Whoa.
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Us holding it back. They're coming. They're coming.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
For sure.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt.
It's really pretty seeing Liyue and the Liyue Harbor in the
The
background.
god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. but she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way.
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
Is that story complicated?
Quite so. I don't know where to begin.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you.
Oh, that's a Fatui member.
Ah, so you're over here all this time.
We're not gonna. Okay, there's no point being rude. We're gonna say the Fatui.
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the
This is why I know they're like best buds. Like they both went into fighting sense right away.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon.
Put down your weapon, she said. Put it down.
There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
Paimon, get him.
The Fatui say that every time.
Yeah, literally every Fatui member has said it to us since the beginning of time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhongli with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhongli as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes?
I think it's best to be cautious.
Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
He's a very handsome man, isn't he, as well? And like, you know, just very like clean and proper.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too.
Why?
This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
I have a floating chicken.
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
True. We do open a lot of chests.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Yep.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then.
Paimon's a good egg.
Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
Who knows? This is interesting. Okay, so we're going to be like going on a little journey here with a Fatui member. But I guess we have to like put our biases aside for a bit and like trust Zhongli. Which like I have no problem doing. Zhongli has always been a very, very good dude to us. He's always been very fun to have around as well. And you know what? Really, Zhongli loves us. Can we like somehow? I wonder if we can jump to here. No. I think we have to like get there from the top. Look, we'll keep going. We have to go to whereabouts are we going? Oh, actually, just over here to the Stone Forest. I love the name, the Stone Forest. Like that's such a cool name for an area. It's like the other Stone Forest in the game as well. Back the other way in Liyue.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable
Dude,
here?
you don't understand how many chests are here.
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
Yeah, it's like a Xenoblade freaking map.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all. and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
So this is taking place like right after the big battle that happened in Liyue Harbor. That's cool.
Guizhong Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the overlord of the vortex.
Look at this, the freaking, what do you call that? Like it's like a lemur, or not lemur, a ferret?
After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations
so
we
sick.
see now.
So sick.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guizhong Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guizhong Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the overlord of the vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich.
That's Paimon's line.
I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical
Bro,
value.
like you might as well say like what you're,
That's
you know,
all
what
I
you're here
see
for. Like
from
I think that like, you know, we live in Liyue where like business is like the main thing, you know, everyone's trying to make money.
Since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay then, I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert
Wait,
here.
me?
Huh? Me?
Oh, you. I was like, you're not talking about me and Paimon.
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
Dude, why are you angry all the time?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Every second of the day, he's angry.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here.
Every second of the day, this guy is like, yo.
The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Heck yeah.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Man, yeah, like, you know, like, when someone calls out, like, what the locations are like in this game, it makes you realize how pretty they actually are. It makes you realize how lucky we are to be able to see this type of stuff. Like, it's super exciting and super, super pretty. Aha, here. We got it. I wonder if it's literally just fighting these guys.
Barbados, guide us.
Yeah, like, and also, like, just... Zhongli's, like, it's kind of, it is to do with the fact that he's been a god for, like, his entire life, right? That's, like, a main reason why he's like this. I feel like he's so good at, like, dealing with people. He's so good at, like, talking to people in a way that, like, is still very jovial without, like, pissing people off. Dude, stop throwing your shield to me. Does that make sense? Like how he's really good at, like, being pretty straightforward. He doesn't mess around a lot with, like, his words. He doesn't do this thing where it's like he's doing riddles or anything like that. He talks straight to the point most of the time, but also at the same time is able to, like, blend in and have lovely conversations with people. I think that's just his way of doing things.
Enemies here.
Guizhong Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this
sick.
day.
But yeah, like, he's the type of person who, like, wants to fit in because he loves the normal, like, beautiful aspects of life. You know what I mean? He loves, like having a cake with a friend. You know what I mean? That's, like, something he adores. And so he's kind of learned over time to, like, not just be like, because you see like how the Adepti work. Like, while they are great people, and like, I think Xiao's another example of this as someone who, like,
By royal decree,
like over time has learned like how he can like have just like a meal and also be very kind. But he's like, I don't think he's as good of, not nearly as nearly as a people person as Zhongli is. Zhongli is just really good at talking to people while also keeping up. Oh my god, the sun is rising! While also keeping up his very Archon-like status, if that makes sense. Honestly, we probably should be using Eula for these guys because there's so many shields. Or we could try using Kazuha as well. I have these guys usually. This is my team that I start off with usually in episodes because usually I'm farming for flowers and they're really good at farming for like dandelions because I have 2 wind boys here. But yeah, like I love how they've made Zhongli like this very, very like appealing character who's trying his best to fit in. And he's not even trying, he's like he's doing a really good job of fitting in and people like him, people like his company. He's gotten to the point where like, because we know that he's an Archon, we can see those little tinges in his voices, how he is very different from people in some cases, but to the untrained eye, he's just a very good talker. You know, he's just a very, very charming man. Is that the chest? We're going for this chest over here? I wonder. You just give me a platform to lament! That's all you did! You said lament, buddy. You guys just give me a... Oh, you guys wanted a little bit of lament too? Okay, I guess we're not lamenting into this water. Yeah, the shield... I really think the other team might be better for this area just because, like, these shield guys are not good for this team, I don't think. Yes, I can defeat them. Like, we've seen we can defeat them. But, like, you know, in terms of, like, how fast. What I also like about this character, this game, when it comes to meeting new characters and meeting old characters and going back talking to old characters, they never forget... Look, dude, get your shield out of the way, please. Like, I'm going to change characters to my Eula team and you're going to be absolutely destroyed. So, like, you can choose what you want to do with your life. I'm not having it. No, please, fight me. No. You be you. Oh, please, come on. My husband at home, he said that if I don't fight you, if I don't come home with at least 1 fight under my belt, he's going to leave me. Well, you should have thought about that. Oh, we died. Oh, yeah, we killed... Jesus Christ, where are you all coming from? Who decided this? Oh, no, one of these guys is my husband. I don't know which one. We all have the same kind of patterns. You don't even recognize me, Donnie? I'm sorry, okay? You don't even recognize your own husband? Well, I thought I was his husband. Why would you think... Oh my Jesus Christ. Who's juggling? This is crazy. I thought I was his husband. You're an abyss mage. How would you think that you're his husband? I don't know. You don't believe in love at first sight? Useless. Boring. Leave Donovan. Come with me. Donovan. Your name's Donovan too? Wait a second, guys. We can solve this. Because we're dead. It's okay. We don't have to worry about this. I don't think there's any relationships like this in heaven. We're all fine. That was crazy. Yeah, I do think that my other team is better for fighting ghillie churls. No, again, just shielded guys. There's a lot of shielded guys here, so you might change around the team just for now. And I know there's ways around it. Like, we've showed there's ways around it. But this team is really good for just, like, especially those stone shields. Like, Eula just rips through them. And also, Kazuha would be good for this, too, because he could just plunge down on top of them. You know? Pretty good, if you ask me. I can't wait to go for a dinner party today with Donovan.
By royal decree,
I condemn you. Vengeance will be mine.
Vengeance actually will be mine. Sorry, guys, to tell you.
Rack and ruin.
Look at that. Pretty good. Yeah, I think Eula's just really good for these type of enemies. And Eula's just really good in general. I think Eula and Fischl together are just like an incredible team.
gathering together here.
Whoa! Nahida would be really good for these guys, actually. Like, a mix of Nahida and Fischl is actually really good for this, too. I think I've put so many eggs in the basket of Fischl, but I don't think it's a bad basket to put your eggs in, because you can, like... The Hydra monsters, I put a contract, must put my personal feelings and go ahead and defeat them.
And must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead.
So there's a contract where you shouldn't kill the Hydra monsters because of, I wonder why. But yeah, like, cool. Any reinforcements coming? Like, yeah, Nahida's really good with this because, like, I think you just like Fish with most characters is really good because the combo with Oz into this stuff is like fantastic. Like, and also then if you get the buff from Bennett as well, it's actually like, okay, we're doing pretty good. You know what I mean?
More speed. Freeze to the core. Yes. Beg for mercy.
Yeah, and these water guys with Eula as well.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique.
Okay.
This should be enough to garner some information.
Look how cool this looks as
back.
well. I don't think we've gone up here. Do you want to go up here? Me talking to you guys like you're my little brother. Hey, we haven't gone up here. Do you want to get up here, get an ice cream?
More speed.
If you guys want an ice cream, just say so, okay? I'll get you one. If you guys want an ice cream, just say so. This is a really cool area, isn't it? Look at me, like, lying at the start of this video that there's no areas that we're not going to see in Liyue that we're going to be like, wow. But there are still wow areas. It's just like, I don't feel it's as dangerous. I feel more comfortable with this, probably what I was trying to say. Dunder Mifflin. Whoa, look at that. Hello, boys. How are you doing? How's everyone doing today? Let's tell. This is Oz. Hope you have a good day. This is Mika. Hope you all have a good day. Okay, we're gonna do one at a time. I think that's the best way to do it.
The odds are against us.
Oh god, she's about to die.
Avengers, let's light it up.
No. Balloons are. Guys, do you remember? I think I told to patch out the balloons. So I'm kind of confused. Why the developers didn't patch out the balloons? Because I think I asked. Why aren't the balloons being patched out? Just asking a question for everyone involved here. We're all a little bit concerned about the lack of balloon patching. Let me call the developer right now. Hello, Hoyoverse. How are you? Yes. Yeah. What do you mean I'm a nobody?
By royal decree.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening to me.
More speed.
What do you mean it's really easy to avoid? What do you mean I'm overreacting? What do you mean I look like a donkey's butt?
Crush.
What do you mean you're dating my mother? This is okay. I'm hanging up. Yeah, I'm hanging up. No, you hang up. I'm hanging up. Okay. What? Cool.
I can put these to good use.
Yeah, I talked to them on the phone that they said they're gonna patch it out soon. Skyrider Greatsword, so it's a level 3 weapon. Okay, it's cool looking. Oh yeah, I equipped this on Fermine. Because Fermine is actually like Fermine is actually so cool now. He has like every constellation. He has every constellation. I feel like we have to start using Fermine a little bit. Or like not, we don't have to, but I'd like to. Okay, we should do a team. We should do a team of Kaya, Eula, Mika, and Fermine. And then let them all fight it out for who's the best. Fermine is the best. Honestly, most of my teams are just for fun as well. We haven't used Nahida in a long time, so we might actually use her a bit today, actually. Huh? Meet up with the other group. I don't see them. Oh. Me. When are they gonna get here? Is Eula okay? When are they gonna get here?
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
I can recognize this without.
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This dude's always angry.
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her.
Okay, bro.
She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back.
So you're angry
What
that
a
you
waste
didn't
of
know your
time.
stuff.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange?
I guess it is a bit strange, but like I don't know. I'm not really bothered.
You kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects.
I love that
Let's have a
Zhongli is like should be like a counselor because he's seen more arguments than any person has in their lifetime, you know?
Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me.
Dude.
At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes. This is good.
We're not giving that to the Fatui, right?
Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
True.
Nonsense. I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear. If I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Oh, he's right here. Zhongli, do you want to do something? No, you're trying to get rich off archaeology. No, you're trying to collect the strength of the gods.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell.
He's actually
that
so
teacup.
pretty, isn't he? Like the daylight suits him.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's
Oh, wow.
collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the chi thing...
Ah, I see.
Yeah, like
What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
I wouldn't want to mess with Ningguang either, to be honest.
See? You do want to sell these objects.
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded.
Dude, you're gonna have to like stop insulting people.
All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Sal Terrae next.
Okay. So like, yeah, this dude is like pretty awful, but like I feel like we're like I'm happy to hang out with Zhongli, you know. So I'm not gonna be too upset about like us having to continue on with this. So where are we going next? This is really cool. We're going to like this area here, right? This is I think this is what I'm thinking of. I could be wrong though. No, it's not. It's a different place, but like again, this is one of those locations. I love that this game, by the way. I was like, oh, at the start of this episode, like yeah, we kind of like we're not gonna see like we're not scared about new things coming around every corner. And in this game was like, oh, what if like you see a new thing around the corner now? What if there's a new thing around the corner I'm gonna show you? You know what I mean? And like that's pretty cool. And like this is something that we've seen before, but probably didn't have any like knowledge of it. I actually want to try a party that we don't use very often. And this is what I like about this game. I can change my party style up. So we have, this is like the 2 Ps and 1 evil. So I actually want to try this out a bit. And see how well they do with Nahida at level 40. Because we can't level up Nahida until we get to Simburu. But everybody hold hands.
Oh, it's revealed ice. Rain
Look at that.
outlines your fate.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Leave you a verse.
This is actually pretty sick though. Like in fact, like Zing Show is an under. I think he's probably the most under. I don't underrate him, but I feel like in terms of our party, like he does get a little bit underrated by like I do underrate him a bit, but like not intentionally so. It's just he doesn't get used nearly as much as he should. You know what I mean? He should be. I think we should be using this boy a lot more than I use him. I think he deserves to be used a lot more. So I don't think electric works with Dendro, does it? I don't think it does. I think the only reason we have her there is to like have some fun. So maybe 2 fire guys actually might be a good idea actually for this, but we don't have. Okay, in terms of party setups for this, like I love Fischl. She's fantastic. But I think I remember before with terms of Nahida parties. 2 fire guys working. So like actually we could continue to. I love you so much. We could do one of 2 things. We could level up Garmin more. Or we could also go and level up Xiangling. Which I think that like either is good. If I can actually like or we what am I talking about? We got Chevrus. We got one of the coolest characters in the game thus far.
Armed and ready.
So like this is actually like probably a really good idea and I wanted to try her out a bit too. So what is her level up? Like what do we need to? I think we can't level her up fully yet or ascend her just yet. Let's see here. We can do the first one. Where do we get this? We can't level her up just yet. So maybe like this is the team we'll have, but we'll just have to wait to use it. Like her, when I used her for the first time, it was actually really fun. Like first of all, the spear stuff, sick. This, awesome. Like that's so cool. Like that's such a cool thing. This thing. Now we could level her up to like we could get to like level 40, and forget about it from there. You know what I mean? And like have her just at level 40 if that's what we can do, just like we have with other characters. Because we're gonna be leveling her up at some point anyway.
Drop your weapons.
Sick. And also the way she moves is really cool too. Look at this. Talk about serving. Yeah, it's really cool. This I think we're gonna level up her at some point as well. Yeah. Okay. Let's switch parties just for now. When we're more sure of ourselves. We have Jean Squad, we have the Fashionistas, also cute. Let's use also cute. I like also cute. Like we have a bunch of good parties. You know what I mean? We have like a bunch of really good parties. So I'm not too worried.
I heard that Sal Terrae was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Sal Terrae. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all.
We've seen a few of these seals around the place for sure.
So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of Salt.
Is it related to Rex Lapis? Is it related to the god of Salt's people?
I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
What?
Oh, wow. Also, it's very rare for a character in Genshin to have pants that are like slacks that go over the boots. Characters in this game like love like tucking in their pants into their boots.
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals.
Okay.
Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
That's pretty cool. Like he's using he's incredibly good at talking to people, and he's also like someone who knows so freaking much about like pretty much everything, right?
Into the wind.
And that's what's so cool about him. Like he's like a chameleon who can adapt to certain situations. And living long enough, like you either do one or two things. You become too holier than thou, or you like adapt and you learn how to like kind of live. Actually, there's another thing. I think you can go crazy as well, right? There's also like the element of maybe going crazy and collecting frogs every time I see them now, because of that last mission. And I think the Zhongli is just a perfect example of a character who, this is one of those things that we have to probably put the rock together like last time. Like that. We did this before. There we go. Oh, it's not equipped. Our camera's not equipped.
There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
Okay.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
Wait.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
South, east, west, north?
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
See, the thing is, I don't think it's even a riddle. It's just literally just like a lovely, like, it is a riddle, but like also at the same time, it's pretty, like, that's one way of like preserving history while also keeping it like really beautiful and like, to like not, I don't want to sound like I'm like it keeps like the culture, but like that's what it does, you know?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War, this benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, even one sliver of peace was a luxury, and that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Terrae.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Dude, calm. I actually like listening to Zhongli and the girl over here. It's actually nice.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north.
South, east, west, north.
With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Sure. South, east, west, north. Official, you ready? I know exactly what they're doing here. South, east, west, north. South, east, west, north. Can I kill you guys for south, east, west, north? Okay. I thought I asked them to pass it out. I'll be calling them again.
Sever night from day. Everybody stand back.
South, east, west, north. South, east, west, north. So first is south is this way.
By royal decree.
South, and then never eat smelly wheat. East is this one here.
I summon thee.
Okay. There we go. South, east, west, and north. So there's one over here. One right here. And then there should be one here. Right? There we go, man. That was cool.
The seal really was broken. Mr. Zhongli is indeed
He's
quite
great.
remarkable.
He's really great.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time.
Yeah. I don't know, like, man, I feel like there's, like, something to preserving, like we have a lot of riddles in like, Ireland. Oh, I love this place. Look up, like, that's the thing, I'm gonna miss Liyue so much, but honestly, like, I'm also really excited to get to a new area, as well. You know, it's a double-edged sword. But, like, we always come back. We go back to Mondstadt, like, every freaking week. I don't think there's ever a time where we're not back at Mondstadt. Mondstadt will always be my home.
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Oh.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that
Oh,
we
wow.
alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
Yeah, we don't need treasure either.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity
Bye,
like
man.
this up so easily!
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely
Okay, you can stay
not.
outside then. We'll go in and do it.
I don't agree either.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You
Come
want me to
on.
defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt. I can't accept this.
Well then, if the contract is not
That's
agreed
great.
upon,
That's actually the best way to do it. Fine then, I won't help.
longer serve as your consultant
Fine, I won't
on
help.
this expedition.
Well done, Zhongli. Well done.
You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin.
You tell him.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough to make a fortune.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli.
You can have a half a request.
If we discover the truth behind the god of salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
So you just want to be right.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's
So,
go.
like, here's the thing. If this is something we do discover, and it does discover that he was actually very bad, you know, like, I feel like that's actually going to be an interesting thing to deal with. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is so sick. What the hell? I didn't think it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be like an actual, like, domain. This is really cool. This is really, really cool.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Oz, reveal thyselves. Am I right, boys?
Into the wind.
No, my sword.
Yeah, no, this is probably the best to destroy these rock boys. We're doing Pokemon style.
Witness the power of Gua. By royal decree.
Look at that. Look at this combo. Look at that. That's a combo if you ever seen one. No, you don't get your shield back. I go. No. Put the shield down. No, it's fun. It's not fun when you get your shield back quickly. But you left me idle. I get the shield back. No gives these backsies. Methinks no sees. No, no, you're not doing a methinks no sees. You know how it makes me laugh. You know how methinks no sees makes me laugh.
Wind strike.
If someone in the comments section said methinks nopesies, I'm done. I'm actually done. Oh my god, this place is so pretty. It's so freaking pretty. Methinks nopesies. Wow, what a oh my god! There is a domain. There is a domain. But they had a really cool build up to the domain, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. Look at this. Level 61. Yeah, sure. I think we're going with the team. Let's go. We're probably gonna have a guest. I wonder if we have Zhongli as a guest. We do. Oh my god. We have a tall person on our team. That's pretty sick. We have a tall person on our team. Oh my god, look at this. Like people are encased in like stone or a bizarre looking statue of Peter is made of salt. Oh.
Are these...
Oh.
No. These are people. They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. So we have to go up this way to get up that way. So first of all, he obviously has his like his basic attacks. Oh my god, we get another like this is like can you climb it? You can. It's like Wander's ability, but like on steroids. Right? Like it's like Wander's actual ability, and also gives a shield. Is that a shield? But on steroids. Do you want to climb it? And it has like a little area of effect thing that's happening too.
Quake.
Zhongli is crazy. Yeah, it's sick. This is sick power. It's a sick ability. So this is the first thing. So they're gonna share. This one goes to whoever wants it least.
Look at this. It's filled halfway with salt.
Oh, it just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
We're just smiling at Zhongli. Me too, Wonder.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Why is everything an angry thing with you, man? Would you like fries with that? Fries? Of course I want fries!
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Salt's so cheap though, that's the only thing.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I claim this as mine. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000
Jesus,
bags.
man.
I can
I mean,
sell it
true.
and make a fortune.
Hey, how can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object
Oh
we
my
find
god,
will
brother.
belong
The
to
next
Miss
one is
Norman,
like...
according to the contract agreed upon.
We find the next one is a box that has infinite money. Infinite money
Of course,
glitch.
as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight.
Exactly. You listen to Zhongli now.
Then let's move on, shall we?
You listen to the Zhonger bonger. He's transfixing to earn his position. Perhaps, no, he was also afraid. It's kind of scary, all these statues. Oh my god, they're people encased in salt. There you go. Here's area of effect for everyone going on here. There, come down there now, lads. Go down, yeah. Come down there now. Get out of there now, yeah, dirty things, yeah.
By royal decree.
Oh, this is actually pretty cool. So, we then have to do it like this.
Stabilize.
We have to put it on this. Break it up. Break it up. Yeah, that's I understand what they're doing now. That's pretty sick.
Gather.
We put that there, and we put this here. That's pretty cool. And again, it's just like something we've known for a long time already, you know? Oh my god, it's the Keyblade. You're gonna be so sad she got Kingdom Hearts.
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
Oh, Sora, it's the Keyblade. I don't know. I played one Kingdom Hearts game, and it was like years ago, and I don't remember anything about it. I have it on the Let's Play list. We will be playing Kingdom Hearts soon. I'm very excited.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth.
Wow.
The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
Jesus Christ, everything's about salt.
That's even better than the salt chalice.
Is it?
Well then,
I guess it'd be
according to our
quicker
contract,
to
the
package up
ruler
salt.
goes to Miss Wanyan.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of
Bro,
the stick?
you agreed to a contract.
This girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Paimon's a chicken, first of all. Don't call her useless. Second of all, you agreed.
Oh boy, here we go again.
While we're on the topic of useless people,
So you are saying you
Yeah.
want to break the contract?
you haven't been very useful either. I know he was talking about her, but yeah. But anyone call Paimon useless, I'll just rip their eyes out.
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you.
You literally did just need him to get through this
Let's
door.
not forget who hired who here. Why should I let
You
you
literally
make the
needed him to get through
rules?
the doors, you fool.
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, "Ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock."
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya.
Will suffer the wrath of the rock.
Oh my god.
You may find it rather unpleasant.
Wait. Holy hell! We're just fighting him. Okay. When he says the wrath of the rock, he meant the wrath of
Reveal thyself.
lightning. The wrath of the buff.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Phantasmagoria. Oh, you want some rock at you as well? Where'd you go? There you are.
Can't run.
Jesus Christ, man. Is that like, is he gone?
I shall confiscate your treasure as well.
You're getting nothing.
You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin.
Zhongli is
Leave
all
this
business here.
place.
And this is where like the Archon comes out of him, right? Like you see this with Venti sometimes too, where Venti is like a very free-spirited person. You know, and then when it comes down to it, he will protect the ones he loves and stand up for the ones he loves, you know?
Darn you!
And even the people that help him, he will
Just
stand up for
you
them too.
wait.
Go on, go off at yourself there.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long.
I hope you never become as greedy as him, Paimon.
Hey, Paimon likes Laura, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
You don't, you're right.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts.
True.
When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest.
Wait, you
about
gonna tell her?
what?
That in truth, not a single member of this
Oh.
archaeological
Yeah.
expedition came here for archaeology.
Why do you say that?
You came. What did you
Miss,
came here to prove?
You lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt.
for sure.
I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, You are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Qixing, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
I've never heard you say Rex Lapis?
Oh, right. Now that you mention it, the people of Liyue...
Oh, that's actually really cool. I didn't notice that. I personally didn't notice that.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world.
Dude, it just doesn't sound like Zhongli, though. I wonder what happened.
We hate him. But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie.
So he's like this is like actually very brave of Zhongli as well, and actually a very like admirable thing. Him being like, hey, let's go ahead, let's do it. Let's go. We can do this. Like, he knows that the answer might not be pleasant, but he's still like, hey, let's go. You know? I have no problem, you know, finding the truth. Which I can appreciate so much here from Rexford Laposio. I appreciate it a lot. Man, the freaking people in Salt terrify me. They absolutely terrify me. So we need to activate this. That just gets that chest. Okay, cool. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, wrong way. We have Kazuo anyway, who's like perfect for traversal, but I don't think we wouldn't have needed him. We wouldn't have needed him. Oh, so we have to keep it there. Yeah, makes sense.
One with nature.
One with nature. I'm 2 with nature, probably.
Rise.
Does that count? That does not count.
Stabilize.
Oh my god, it's even worse. When you activate it twice, it activates like its weird shield. So you have to do it at a distance. Like with Wander, you can aim.
Quake.
But there you go, that should do it.
Into the wind.
I wonder then with Zhongli, can we just do this because it has an area of effect thing? So it should be able to just go... But it needs to be closer to it. It needs to be closer to the other, so maybe around here.
Crumble.
There we go. Cool. Yeah, the salt is actually kind of, it's become scary. Okay, so that's what I said to guys, right? Look, if you want to, oh god, there's always intruders in this place.
Body and mind.
We need to work on getting Bennett out because he is our healer in this team. We need to work more on just like let him get some hits in at certain points, I think.
Wind strike.
I think that's one problem we've had continuously is that like he's just always not ready for it, and then like by the time we need him to be ready, like we're then rushing to get him ready, you know, and we don't want that.
Stay focused.
Are you still alive?
This is the end.
Yeah, and like I just don't like his healing buff is awesome. Like it's so sick. But I do just say, like, I stand by it. Jean is a better healer than like any other healer I have like used. Like even when like Mika's healing, like, yes, if you buff it up, it can heal a bit more, but like Jean's healing out of the box is so good. Like out of the box, Jean's healing is amazing.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Time to go.
Is another item? Oh, it's cool. It's like a broken piece of a sword.
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword. This is proof. This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly,
That's
she
not
was
how proof
defeated.
works.
The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power
That's
of the
not how
god of
proof
salt.
works, though.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true.
Oh,
but
wow.
Clement is no longer here.
Yeah, we have to uphold the contracts.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2
Oh my
relics at
God.
the same time.
Yeah, and Zhongli's gonna uphold those contracts.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide?
Zhongli's also one of the few people that can make Paimon like talk really sweetly to someone.
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide.
Yeah.
If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided?
Did you see
Then
the
there is a
last price?
to pay for
Did
breaking
you see the last
contract.
price? Are you sure you want to pay this price?
Zhongli!
Oh my god.
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
Oh my god.
That's okay. The god
See,
of
she
salt
genuinely
gave up
believes
her
she
life
wants to
to
prove this
protect
so
her people.
badly.
My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Hit her. I don't think he's just gonna hit her. I think he was gonna literally do rock powers over her head.
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But, as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Oh, that might hurt even more.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods.
Wow.
When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
Oh my god. So she's of course she's not one of the 7 gods.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war.
Which is kind of sad. It's like, it's not valiant, but it's very sad, right? Not sad in a kind of like, that's so sad, dude. Sad in a kind of like, oh man, she tried to help.
However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No. It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then, this sword.
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt,
Whoa.
but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
So I was expecting something different. I thought she was going to be someone who murdered all the people in Salt, but like, and like, you know?
Murder weapon? No, that's not true. That can't be true. You're trying to
I thought she was
take
just
my
gonna be
faith in
someone
the
who
God
like
of Salt.
killed everyone, but like she just wasn't as valiant as like they make her out to be, which is insane because that would shatter your whole perspective of something you believed your whole life.
As I said before, I only state the facts.
And we're just smiling in the background as usual.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax. Don't try to trick me.
There's no trick here.
Hey, come back!
That was too much for her to take. It was a lot, but that was their punishment. This, like, we have to understand that Zhongli is also a god. He's a god.
It is a punishment after all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken.
Yep. And he takes contracts very seriously.
Let's
That's his whole
follow her
thing.
deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
So this weapon was used to kill the god of the salt, and probably, yeah, that's insane.
Of my birth.
Where did we come in? We came from
Time
there.
to go.
The thing is as well, though, like, oh my god, look at the people as well.
Are these statues?
Oh, they're running.
Running? What will we find ahead?
See, the thing is as well, like, about,
Salt.
like,
And betrayal.
salt and betrayal. The thing is, like, as well, the whole idea of, like, they didn't even have one singular weapon to defend themselves. Which means any weapon we find here would not be theirs. Oh my god, this place is beautiful, but, like, and the salt, is that salt falling from the ceiling as well? Like, in the sparkling of the light? This place is amazing. And that story is, like, so heartbreaking because, again, like I said, it's like, how could you, like, comprehend something like that? Your whole life is like, you came here to prove something right, and it's just totally wrong. And you see all the people running. He seems to have been fleeing from something, no doubt suspecting something terrible was afoot. She didn't even have a single sword to defend her people. He seemed to have been fleeing for something. Yeah, okay, yeah. They put multiple ones here just so like we would get the idea of it. Like, it's horrible. There's no doubt it's horrible, and I feel for her, man.
What are all these? What did they see?
It's so
What
sad.
did they do?
But, like, also, like, we're getting more ideas of, like, Zhongli as well and Rex Lapis, I suppose, as well. You know, like we said, he's done a really good job of adapting himself to society, but, like, he still also upholds those godly, you know, qualities.
What happened?
Since you do not trust me,
Yep.
let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door.
Oh,
will
man,
show
what
you
is it going to
all
be?
that happened back
The
then.
broken sword is already heartbreaking. What else could it be? Oh, and all the people trying to exit as well. What is it? What is it? Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at all of this. They're tripping over themselves trying to get out of here. This is such... And the music is beautiful, but it's such a hard pill to swallow.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated,
That's her!
leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time.
So her
to this
dying
very day.
moments froze all of her people, so like they're a representation of her the moment she died.
The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle,
Yeah.
kind, but weak god could never protect anyone.
Just a really
in
nice
wartime.
God.
The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
So someone killed her.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear.
Which, if we knew this before Rex Lapis died, it would have been interesting, right, to actually like see what effects that should have happened if Rex Lapis died. Like something like this would have happened. If he's the god of Geo, I imagine that the rocks right under us would have crumbled, the ground below us would have been destroyed.
Those who could not flee were thus transformed.
Yeah.
Those of
Insane.
her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue. where they sought refuge.
So they just
with Rex Lapis.
swap gods because they felt like Rex Lapis could defend them.
Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
It's a lot.
if this is
It's so much. Even for me, who like wasn't a worshiper of the goddess Sol, this is a lot.
This must be a lie. A false history. All of it. Don't you dare try to shake my faith.
We don't think he has any. He has no reason to shake your faith. He's not even like an active god anymore. He doesn't even do that stuff anymore. He left his own place to kind of fend for themselves now. Like he has no reason to shake your faith.
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now.
You seem all too familiar.
In ages past, Havria's story
that
served
is
as a
so
warning to
interesting
me
and so
as well.
true. Like that it would be a warning to Zhongli and to Venti and to any other gods. Hey, this is what happens when you avoid war, when you avoid protecting your people. You know? That's why it must have been so terrifying to leave Liyue on its own. Like, this makes so much more sense. Like, well, not so much more sense. We knew why he didn't want to do it. But, like, him leaving Liyue to fend for themselves must have been such a much harder decision than we even, like, gave her credit for originally.
Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also.
The people in Liyue will understand that
All
one
right,
day.
then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to
Always.
Stone Forest?
Always.
Huh? What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Every day of my life.
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Head to the so wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, that's my bad. I thought that it was gonna be this was part 2 of the quest, but this is still part 1. Okay. This is one of the most insane visuals they've ever had in this game. Like for real. It's so cool. But at the same time, absolutely terrifying. There's some books up here. Can we take any of them? No, they're just here for a reason. Okay, they're just here just to be there. Which I don't mind. I don't mind. This is what it looks like from this perspective. It's gorgeous. It's just really gorgeous. What's this? This is a path to the storm. You share your feelings with Paimon before embarking on the next phase of yours. This is the Archon quest that we're going to be doing when we get all the story quests and stuff done. And I'm glad that most of you guys agree that this is the best way to do it. I stand by my decision to do it this way. And I will always stand by it. And the reason I stand by it is just because, like, again, like I said, I don't want to, like, be in... the... whatchamacallit. I don't want to be in Inazuma, like, 2 episodes in and then be like, oh, I really want to do the Ganyu story quest. Because I want to do this to Ganyu story quest now because it's something that, like, it's what we would do now as characters, right? As characters, it makes perfect sense for... There's no way we're going to climb up this way to find a different way to get up. I know how we get up here. I think there's, like, a different passageway. But still, yeah, it's one of those things where it's, like, it makes sense for our characters to do it now. To talk to them now. Yeah, I think we have to get up around the other way. The more, the merrier. The more, the merrier. There's so many like different quests like that, like, you know, and we're gonna be doing a few world quests, like I did say we do a few world quests. But really, when it comes down to it, I'm glad we did quests like this because they're so much fun. The Albedo quest was so much fun. The Eula quest was great. The Xiao quest was great. Like learning more about these characters in this world, I feel so close to Liyue, and I already felt so close to Liyue before, and now I feel even closer. This is so beautiful to be here at this time as well. Well, you can be here at any time, but like I love the daylight in this game and the sunlight in this game. It's such a pretty game. It's funny because sometimes I'll click. Oh, there's still the items here that I forgot to pick up. Thank God. Sometimes like I'll play. I'll like turn it on my iPad. Look how pretty this is. Like let's walk up slowly a bit. Look at this. Yeah, sometimes I'll play it on like on my iPad just like to do some quick things. What's so cool about that is that it still looks good on the iPad, man. Like I was actually really shocked how good it looks, and it runs really well. Now I do have an iPad Pro for drawing and stuff like that. But still, oh, bird eggs. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got yummy, yummy, yummies, and I feel like yummies, yums. That's the theme song for the Genshin anime.
The wind knows.
Man, look at that down there as well. Like the stone forest looks amazing.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest.
Heck yeah.
The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue.
Okay.
To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming.
So what would you like us to do?
I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Don't say that. Paimon can't never disappear.
Zhongli.
Yeah, it's actually like, oh, that's such a good voice line by the way, because that just made me choke up as well almost instantly. It's something that hits me hard too, especially like in recent events.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler.
You thought of me?
You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world.
Oh. I didn't think this was gonna make me cry. He just wants the history to live on with Wander traveling through all these worlds, which makes perfect sense.
As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
This is someone who cares so much, but also wants to just live a normal life as well. That's so sweet. So that's why he wanted us to come with you.
Sounds like tough work.
Really, like we just have to let the legacy live on.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
It's so, can I just say, like, that's such a sweet thing that he said there, and actually made me choke up. And it makes sense as well that like you would want this. And also like putting so much faith in us. Like how many friends we've made along the way here is just so incredible.
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison.
Are they gonna make us do it?
Thousands of years
Oh my god,
ago,
there's a little cutscene of
the
it.
Adepti and I
This
fought
is so
against the
sweet.
turmoil that plagued every corner of this land.
This
Grew in
story
a
quest is
stone
incredible.
forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears.
Chills.
After so long, naught but folk tales remain.
Yeah.
Oh, sire,
Oh my
you and
god.
I were foes. But our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now.
Oh. This is so incredible.
May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume.
This is so incredible. The respect this game has for its lore and its history is unseen in video
and thus
games.
Another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
That was amazing. That was, I say this every time, it's like some of the best story quests ever. What did he say? Like, my legacy will be left to those, like, he's kind of saying now that his legacy is going to be left to those to, like, decide what it is. The people who come after him will decide what his legacy is. The folk tales that people tell, like, look what happened with her with the salt god. A completely different story than what's actually true. And so, like, whatever they say about Rex Lapis, you're not going to know for another 100, 200 years.
I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer. That is a good question.
Yeah, you usually are very specific. You've been
I might
very
have given you a most specific answer.
poetic today.
But now, yes,
Yeah.
I suppose
You do
I
you.
will
You
continue
deserve it.
in my role as a consultant at
deserve
Guizhong
it.
Funeral Parlor. But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Liyue's
Any
past?
freaking time. That story quest was breathtakingly beautiful. It gave me chills all over. There we go. And we're going to go to it next time. So yeah, what we're going to do then, and this is, like, I think we're definitely going to do Ganyu, and then you guys can tell me about Hu Tao and this character here. I assume that they're also ones I can do too. That story quest is still giving, I'm still getting chills. I'm still getting goosebumps all over. I think what's so special about it to me is, like, we hear so many tales of characters. We heard so many tales of Rex Lapis in this story as well, and in this game. And now we get to know the real truth. We do get to see the real Rex Lapis. We're friends with Rex Lapis. We're friends with Venti. But people still told stories about Venti for years that weren't exactly true. And I'm sure people will do the same with Rex Lapis after he's gone as well. And it is a weird feeling for yourself to know that, like, look what people think of the Salt God that was left behind. This is a lesson that I learned about the Salt God, but people never learned that lesson about the Salt God. This rivalry that I had with this water creature, Osiris, why does it even freaking matter as much as it used to? Like, we've lived so long. And you saw as well, like, the two different types of, like, people who look back on history, the few different types of people who look back on history. Whether it be Rex Lapis, who has such an admiration for it that he wants it to live on in a truthful way through us. Or whether it be the girl character, I forget her name, the girl there, who saw a warped view of history, but still appreciated history, but wanted her idea of history to be proven right. And then you have another appreciator of history in the Fatui member who just wanted to appreciate it for himself to be able to sell it, to be able to sell the idea of this ancient stuff. It is a perfect way of looking at the history of Tevat and how different people can appreciate it. Zhongli, is he gone? I think they probably made him. As soon as I jumped off here, they were like, yeah, he's going to disappear, I think. Yeah, I think so. But now we have a different story quest to attend to with Zhongli. And I'm very, very happy. You know what we can do now? Actually, I need to buy some flowers in Boo Boo Pharmacy, so we'll do that really quickly. And the thing is, like, we're gonna have so much time for so much other stuff, like, as well. Like this, I think, you know, there was someone who said that we're worried that, like, eventually I would get bored and stop playing. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. This is a game that, like, I've never played a game like this where every single week I want to play more of it. And there hasn't been a single part of me that wants to. And I've never played a game that has like dailies and has like different, you know, like it's a new thing for me. I want to buy some flowers from you if that's okay. These ones. They're just good for leveling up some characters and ascending some characters. In terms of ascension, you know, we can't send you yet until we get to Inazuma, I think. She's ready to ascend. We just need to kill some more of these creatures. He's also ready to ascend. We just need to get more of these. Yeah, like every one of these. Don't stop hitting him with a rock. We're pretty much ready to ascend. It's actually very easy to do this, and it's very relaxing. It's not bad at all. We do have, though, one wish we can do here. Again, we're gonna wish whenever we can. Not that it's gonna matter too much. The idea is that I still want Linny. I still want a Linny. But this is the last episode of Genshin that's gonna be for the week. We're not finished yet. Like, I think what we might do for the last bit of this is like actually do some clear up stuff maybe. For the last tiny bit of this episode. Or maybe even do it. I think a duel. I'm not really like after that story. I don't think I'm really in the like space to do like a duel, if that makes sense. Like I'm not really in the space to play some cards after having such a crazy time. But what we could do, what does your weapon need to enhance? That's Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Does anyone have any talents that need leveling up? That we can do now? Oh, wow. We could level up our bow. Which, yeah, why not? These are Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. What do you need to level up this? We can just level up now, actually. Yeah, 100%. And then we need... This is Friday, so we can do Bennett's. We can get Benny's leveled up a bit. What about your talents? We can definitely level up yours as well. And what do we need for you? This is Saturday as well, so that's tomorrow. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. But I think I'm gonna actually level this up, actually. Stardust Exchange. That's pretty good. And we can level this up now. You need heavily leveled up. Friday. Yeah, we'll go with her. We haven't even gotten to this one yet, but we will get to it. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, right? Because I think I didn't even notice that Jean's abilities were like so under leveled. Sorry that I'm coming down from that. Like that story meant a lot to me. Surprisingly enough, like I'm actually in a very devastated state almost. it meant a lot.
One with nature.
And it was really special. And it just like I'm so glad that I'm so grateful that I did it. You know, I'm so grateful that we even got to do it.
Time to go.
There's an alternate timeline where I didn't play Genshin. There's an alternate timeline where I didn't get to meet so many nice people as well. That alternate timeline's very weird. Now looking back on it. Can we unlock this, or is this something we can even unlock yet? We can. So these were things I was like, do I even have to do these? So I guess level 71 is probably the ones we want to do because we get the better rewards. Yeah. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. We can change the party if we need to as well. Yeah. We'll just do whatever we can do here. Oh, so we might be doing like a... Actually, this would have been like really good for actually using our girl. Oh, the sound. Yeah, the sound. Look at the sound now. That's actually insane.
to the wind.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
How many enemies do you have to defeat? Just 8?
We go.
But it's a lot. In,
As one
like,
with wind and cloud.
By royal decree.
The wind knows me.
yeah, the superconduct into the physical move is actually not bad. Ah, bro, come on. Calm down with that.
Adventure time.
No, I build up my shield whenever I want, really. Yeah, I know you do whenever you want. I'm aware.
Wind strike.
Let's just get rid of this guy. Get whatever items we need from this. Oh, there's more enemies? Oh yeah, here they are. Yeah. I'm in such a weird state after that mission just because like I didn't think we could I was gonna care about Zhongli on that level. You know?
Bounce back. Just watch me. Going in.
But I do now. He means the absolute world. They all that is such a bad separation. I'm actually upset. That was one of the worst separations I've ever seen in terms of character separation. Like the way they all spread out, like into 3 separate areas.
Fallen leaves adorn my night. Wind strike.
Actually devastating. You know what I mean? You have to. Where'd he go? Get into the circle. Ow. That's not my job. Oh god, now Benny's dead. This is not the team for this, but I think Eula would have been perfect for this. No, you don't need your shield, man. You don't need your shield. And like we need to like swap to official maybe.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I can't even dodge because it's not. Oh, this is crazy.
Again.
This is crazy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is just
Yeah, man, this is tough. I might just like back out and just do a different team. Like, there's no point sitting here struggling for this. You know what I mean? Because I think Eula needs to dodge. Like, she's more of a tank anyway. So let's try it again. I mean, let's use Eula's support. Just for the physical moves. Yep, and then we have fire as well if we need it. Actually, we should conserve our stamina as well and walk over here like normal people. Oh yeah, Benny's. We should. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay.
Now's your chance.
shut up.
Man, it's crazy what you're doing to me here.
Yeah.
Get rid of these small ones
Dost thou wish to
to the best of our
witness my
ability.
true power?
And we should save our stamina as well for that stuff too. Like this stuff.
Midnight Phantasm.
What? Man, this is actually, I think we just messed up here quite a bit. Like, I think this team is also not good for this. Look, we should go out and heal up, and then we'll go back and do these, do one of these to get some items. We can warp here anyway, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I think that, like, I think this team could do good against it. It's just that, like, we need to, like, make sure we're, like, full health. I know they're ice creatures, but we have a fire boy with us as well, so it's not that big of a deal. And maybe we go one level lower. You know what I mean? No, I think we can do 71. We were able to do it. It's just like we came in really unprepared. Current level is lower. Where are we all? Well, yeah, Mika's level is lower. Start off with official attack always. So everyone come close.
Vengeance will be mine. Rack and ruin.
I know. I thought this was superconduct a lot quicker. Which is okay. Get the shield off you.
Shudder. By royal decree, crush.
I think it's automatically superconduct, so we don't have to do the ice move right away.
Touche.
Touche.
Let's light it up.
And honestly, using Benny a lot more in this just makes sense.
Odds revealed by.
And then we have these guys to worry about. Honestly, like getting them all in the circle would be a great idea if you could, like as close as possible to there. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to get it there.
Descend once again.
I know this is not the best method to doing this, but I think, you know, we have to get Superconduct first. But I think once we'll be able to do that now in a second. Like, again, I'm not using them to their best of their abilities here.
Let's light it up.
Did you disappear as soon as I hit the thing? That's hilarious. Actually, we might go for a bit of Miki healing as well.
Crush. Yeah. Yeah. Eye for an eye. Adventure time.
And we still have that. Oh god. Oh no no no.
This realm.
Jesus Christ. And it is a higher level, I get that. No, stop. 2 seconds. Give me just 2 seconds. Please.
Beg for mercy.
Okay, let's just trash this guy as well, because that's the best option we have here. Yeah, if we get rid of him, we have a much better avenue for this. But like, honestly, maybe this isn't the team for it, you know what I mean? And we can't even revive her yet. I don't know why I'm doing the ice move on these ice boys. This is like, I think I'm just like in a state of shock, guys. It was such a good story mission, and then we're ending on this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. And we got some cool stuff. We have to do more of the stuff later for Jean, because I didn't realize how underleveled she was with her talents. But I really did have a fantastic time with this, and I really did think it was an amazing story, I guess, an amazing story quest. But like, it's honestly going to be a thing where, you know, we're taking our time. We're taking our time. And I want to thank the Can Never Be the Baby Gangsta tier on Patreon, and just let you guys know with the Patreon, like what it is. I never do cells for this, and I should. This is basically the reason why the series can be what it is. That we're doing 2 hours episodes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I want to thank TIE 2, JB Bull, Janet the Banana, Normal, Kara, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelari, Eskun, Yule, Radish, Fruity, Orange Bang, Death Trap, Anusta, Chibata Red, and Malcolm Conde. So if you do want to see the series, like, and this sounds so bad, but I'm just saying it's the truth. It's like, this is what supports the series, you know, really going forward. And I thank you guys so much for that. And I'll see you guys very soon.
Learn some
Bye-bye.
Favonia's blade.